What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you are all having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, Anna Devane, I'm gonna need her to get it together. I really am. I'm gonna need her to stop this foolishness, get these crazy thoughts out of her mind. I'm glad Robert was the sensible one today. Like, I really am, because Robert wasn't here for none of this BS either. Robert was like, he was over it. As soon as she started getting into detail about it, he was over it. Robert was like, I'm not about to sit here and entertain this no more. He was like, if you want to torture yourself and go looking for answers that are false, and, you know, he was like, you could do what you want to do. He was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. I know the truth. He was like, I'm Robin's father. You're her mother. End of discussion. I said, thank you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. This is all I'm saying. Even if there is a small possibility, very small, that it's true that Robin is not Anna's daughter, who cares at the end of the day? That's your child. I don't want to hear nothing else. That's your child. You raised her, well, partially. I mean, you're her mother. You know, that's how Robin sees her. You're her mom. Alex will never be her mother. Even if it's a small possibility Alex is biologically her mother, it does not matter. And I'm pretty sure Robin will feel the same way. It doesn't matter. And I'm glad Robert let her know, like, don't do this to yourself. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to Robin, and don't do it to the grandkids. Don't do it. You know, because he was like, you're not about to take the greatest gift that's ever been given to him. You're not about to take that away from him. And he's not even about to even entertain it. And I'm the same way. I'm not going to entertain this storyline. Like, I'm not. I can't. You know what I mean? I respect the fact that Finn wants to be there for Anna, but Finn, I had to agree with Robert. I feel like Finn needs to butt out of this, because this is technically family business, and you might be dating her, but you're not a part of their family yet. So you need to fall back. You know what I mean? Like, let them deal with this. This is family business. I can't entertain this. Like, I just can't. I agree with Robert 1000%. It's clear that she was a double agent back in the day. The WSB did not punish her, so he feels like she's trying to punish herself now. But he was like, if you want to punish yourself, more power to you. I can't stop you. But you're not going to punish us. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I love what Robert had to say today. You're not going to ruin something that we've known for over 3 decades. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, I'm not even about to sit here and talk to you no more. He was like, I'm just going to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, do this on your own. Let Finn entertain this, but the one person who will not entertain this is Robert Scorpio. He was like, I'm not doing it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. He was like, I know the truth. I know we're her parents. No question. He was like, I don't need no DNA tests. I don't need nothing to tell me this. I'm not going to go digging up nothing. I don't care. He was like, you want to do it? Go do you. Have fun. Leave me out of it. Leave Robin out of it. Do this for yourself. I don't blame him. I would be the same exact way. You ain't about to mess with my mind and tell me the last 30 some odd years have been a lie. Like, I ain't even going to entertain that foolishness. Because that's all it is. Foolishness. So, speaking of foolishness, so Laura went to go see Finn about Ryan to see if it's possible that Ryan was alive. Finn basically told her it is possible. If he got medical treatment within a few hours of his hand being cut off, he could have received medical treatment and survived. But the foolishness that irritated me was Finn is basically sitting there practicing his marriage proposal to Anna. You see the state of mind Anna's in right now. I don't really think she's in the correct state of mind to be proposed to right now. That's why I said part of me feels like he needs to put that ring back in his pocket, take it back to the jeweler. And don't even think of, just get that out your mind about proposing. Please do. Laura sitting there talking about, oh, the ring is nice. I'm sure, such and such is going to be happy. Laura, I understand you want to be nice and, mature about this, but stop telling that man these lies. He should not be proposing right now. This is the wrong time to propose. I'm just saying, it's too soon. This woman is clearly not in her right mind because she's basically conjuring up nonsense about how Robin is not her child. Now is not the time to be proposing and thinking about marriage and picking out chiding patterns. It's not the right time. He needs to let it go. So anyway, Ava had a conversation with Jordan basically about the Ryan situation as well, asking for Jordan's opinion on, do she think Ryan is alive? Jordan annoyed me. This fool gonna sit there and say, my opinion don't count. Excuse me? You're the police commissioner. Crimes took place in your town thanks to Ryan, and you say your opinion don't matter? That right there tells me she needs to either A, be fired, or B, resign. Because if I was police commissioner, it does matter. Because this man came into your town, attacked people, murdered people under your watch, and you don't have an opinion on it, it don't count, it don't matter. Are you serious? Lady, go handle your dialysis and give your badge to somebody more qualified and with some more sense. I'm just saying, because there's no way I'm going to sit there and tell that bold-faced lie. Like, somebody commits crimes in my town, I'm the person who's in charge of the police department and keeping people safe, and it don't matter? It don't count? Your opinion don't count? How could you sit there with a straight face and say something like that? That's why, and then she started asking Ava what she planned on doing. I'm glad Ava didn't tell her nothing about her plan. Thank you, Ava. Thank you. You don't need to involve her because it's clear this woman ain't got no common sense. And she ain't gonna do nothing but mess up your plan. So don't tell her jack. So when Ava was at Julian's bar, somebody was looking at her through the window. I'm like, Ryan is back in Port Charles already? Because somebody was staring at her through the window. I don't think it's Ryan, though, because my thought process maybe is Scott or somebody, that was looking, seen her through the window, and he seen her sitting there, so he probably just going to come in. I don't know. I mean, it's possible Ryan probably could have came back to Port Charles. It's possible. But he better watch his back, because hell hath no fury like Ava scorned. I'm just saying, enter Port Charles at your own risk, Ryan. I'm just saying. So, speaking of Ryan, well, his brother at least, my girl Nora Buchanan laid down some information that I wasn't ready for. So apparently her son Matthew, those who watch One Life to Live, you know who Matthew Buchanan is, of course, is engaged to Destiny. So for those who don't know who Destiny is, Destiny Evans is his baby mother. Remember, they had a son named Drew, which is named after his deceased older brother, Bo's son. So they ended up engaged. I'm shocked. The last time One Life to Live went off the air in 2013, Matthew I think he was just now hanging out with Drew, because remember before that he was a deadbeat father who wanted nothing to do with Destiny or Drew. So he started to warm up and start stepping into Drew's life, babysitting and, hanging out with him. But I remember, wasn't he dating that little redhead girl that had all them lies and she was working at the hotel at the Palace? I'm happy though him and Destiny are engaged. I'm thrilled. I guess they worked everything out and everything is in full circle. It came full circle, so I'm happy. So anyway, moving on to this court case. So, because, Nora had to hurry up with this, she didn't want to do a trial and stuff like that. Now that her son is engaged, she want to hurry up and get back to Landview and help plan the wedding and, all that, the party and the festivities and all that other stuff. So, Margot Dawson took another L. Nora came in that courtroom and laid it down. She came in there with some tricks up her sleeve, with some semantics. She basically said that, yes, Kevin had a lapse in judgment when he, hit his brother. and put him in Ferncliff. But legally, he did not do anything wrong. Legally. Because Ryan, yes, he was a fugitive when he was alive. But once he was legally declared dead, he was no longer technically a fugitive. So therefore, Kevin, in a sense, did not break any laws. And the judge actually agreed because there's no precedent for that. I said, well, damn, Nora just came in and shut it down in 2 seconds and got all charges against Kevin dropped. Just like that. I was like, wow, Nora is the queen bee. Like, I love me some Nora. Her, Alexis, Diane, Rick, Scott, you know, there's some pretty good lawyers when they want to be. You know what I mean? Especially Scott, because, you know, they're all like some good attorneys. Like the way she just came up in here and shut it down. And of course, Margot was pissed because she lost yet again. So of course, Margot was threatening to file an appeal. And the judge basically told her, even if you got a conviction, you would be doing it for headlines in your career, not for the victims or their families. You know what I mean? I do respect the fact that Kevin wanted to take responsibility for what his brother did. And for what he, you know, for him hiding his brother and not telling people about it. I get that. But I agree with Nora. I mean, if you want to, you know, pay your debt to society and stuff, I agree with Nora. Join some charities and, you know, maybe pay some type of restitution to the victims' families. You know, it ain't got to be a multi-million-dollar settlement or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Just pay some type of restitution, do some charity work, you know, stuff like that. So basically, he was telling Laura that he filed an appeal with the hospital board, I guess, to get his suspension from the hospital lifted, seeing as how all charges were officially dropped. I mean, I still feel like he should face some type of consequence. So him having his license suspended maybe for a year or so, I think that's, you know, punishment for him. I don't think he should get his license back anytime soon yet. But I do feel like he should definitely do some charity work and some stuff like that to maybe, you know, raise his reputation with the community again, so people can start trusting him again and stuff like that. So anyway, it was real good to see my boy Spencer again. Of course, he had to bump into Valentine and have their little threat session. Valentine irritated me the most. Like, he's sitting there basically telling Laura that she has no visitation rights with Charlotte while Lulu's out of town. Because Laura wanted to see Charlotte and stuff like that and go over a schedule to where she can have some type of visitation with Charlotte while Lulu's out of town. And of course, Valentine has to be petty, talking about, oh, well, legally you don't have visitation. And if Charlotte wants to see you, then she can see you if it fits her schedule. I said, are you serious? Valentine was so petty. So petty. So petty for no reason. Like, no reason. It was crazy how petty he was being. You know, but of course Laura handled it maturely and gracefully, as she always does. But I just felt like Valentine was being jacked up. But he should be worried about his little secret coming out, because once it does, it may alter that little custody agreement that he has with Lulu. Because once the truth come out, Lulu probably could use that to her advantage to get full custody. She could, if she wanted to. I wonder why he's meeting up with Nora. Why Valentine meeting up with Nora, though? Like, what kind of legal help he need with her? Who knows? Maybe he want to put her on retainer or something like that, just in case stuff hit the fan, maybe. Who knows? So anyway, Curtis had to go to Nina about using Crimson to look for use it as like a donor search for Jordan. You know, kind of how they did with Carly and Jocelyn and stuff like that when she wanted to find out who the donor was for Jocelyn all those years ago. So basically, he kind of wanted to do the same thing for Jordan because she needs, you know, a new kidney bad. So, you know, Nina basically says she'll do whatever she can or whatever to help him. And of course, Nina's still mad about Maxie running the DNA on Sasha or whatever. Because, you know, Sasha, my daughter Sasha. Whatever. In my opinion, Maxie and Peter, they ain't got nothing to apologize for because they did what they had to do. You know what I mean? Like, and it was so funny how when Sasha was trying to defend Maxie, Nina was like, oh, this doesn't concern you. Excuse me? It actually does concern her. she's the one they ran the DNA test on, so obviously it does concern her. I think when the truth comes out, Nina is definitely going to be praising Maxie, and I think Maxie should definitely get a raise. Like, definitely she should. Because the truth is, obviously, that Sasha is not her daughter, and Valentine fixed it again. And that's probably why he's trying to hire Nora again, because he's probably trying to legally cover up his tracks. Especially with tampering with DNA tests, because that's illegal. Valentine is just, Nina is such a fool. Like, even if her and Valentine break up, I have a feeling in the next probably few months, she probably gonna go back to him again. Especially with Cynthia Watros taking over the role. They probably gonna have Nina, be mad at him for a few months, and he does some grand gesture, and she probably gonna be putty back in his hand again, which is sad and pathetic, to be honest. But that's Nina for you. She, always runs back to the liar, because that's all Valentine is ever gonna be, a lie. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see y'all on Monday. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. See you all later. Peace.